Conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the grab, it's Gibson. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He leaves it with his back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
The give from the gun.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke 1 tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense.
Turning it on! After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, the ground game. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
To the air, it's Glenn. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's McCoy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open.
Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Wolfpack will line up and punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Using his legs, it's Gibson. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down
as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Robinson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Gibson. Turning it on! At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Knowles! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they'll try the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking...
Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll try the run. Hard running there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Inside the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback adapting. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
To the air. It's Glenn. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Noles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Glenn. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Corrals it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to Davis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Glenn. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Picks up the first down, still moving.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
A strike downfield. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Noles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away on 4th down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Gibson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Quick step and go. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is on the ropes, and it's like they're looking at their corner and saying, no mas. A real bloodbath today at DKR. They're trailing by 18 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the left side.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got a man. It's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
Snag in the middle. It's Robinson. The tackle is made, but he's got a first and goal from the 6.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rousseau. And the returner will be knocked down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Here we go. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. And the Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's go. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him this time. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys. But sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the right. It's caught. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. He wants it all. Touchdown, NC State. Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rousseau. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. There's the pressure. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. One more play to pad the stats. All business.